Hi everyone, and welcome to Poppy DIY Crafts. Today we're going to be making my first resin petri dish. I've seen a lot of these on YouTube and also on Instagram, and I just really wanted to make my own. Resin petri is often made using these types of molds, and they can be used as paperweights or coasters or displayed as artwork. For this project, we're going to be using alcohol ink in mostly purple and blue. And we're also going to try out some dry pigments in these colors. As always, when working with resin, make sure to use proper safety equipment, including gloves. I use nitrile gloves, a well-ventilated room, and have a respirator. So let's start mixing the resin. We're going to mix 300 grams of resin so that we can pour 100 grams in each dish. To start, we're going to take a bit of the resin and mix in the dry pigments. And just to experiment, we're going to mix in a bit of 99% isopropyl alcohol. Now we're going to pour the resin into the mold. Using a heat gun, we're going to pop the bubbles. Next, just to make it interesting, we're going to add a dried pansy to each dish and press it into the resin so that it settles to the bottom of the mold. Here on the first dish, we're going to use alcohol ink. I'm alternating drops of colors with drops of white because the white ink is heavier and will help the colored ink travel through the resin. For the second dish, we're going to drop the dry pigment resin and alcohol mix. I'm not using any white, so it'd be interesting to see what happens. And for the third dish, we're going to use alcohol ink again. However, it's been about half an hour since I poured the resin, so it's a little bit thicker and it might be harder for the ink to travel. So I think this is going to look different from our first petri. Now for the hard part, waiting at least 12 hours for the resin to cure. Alright everyone, and we are ready to demold. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look how pretty it is from the back. Just look at this one. This one's so nice with all the purple and the blue. And over here we have one that is kind of translucent. Okay, so let's start with this one. So this first one is the one where we dropped in the alcohol ink right away. And oh my goodness, look at this. Look how pretty it is. Oh wow. Look at this. Do you see the flower in the middle? This one turned out so nice. So here is an up close look. Oh my goodness, look at the details in here. This is so cool. And the second one we waited a bit before we dropped in the alcohol ink. Let's see how this one turned out. Oh look, the flower kind of floated away, so it's no longer in the middle. And let's just take a look at this. Oh wow, so the ink didn't travel very far, but it did produce this really cool effect, almost like a leather effect. And here on the sides. This one turned out really cool too. Okay, now is this last one. This one is made with the alcohol mixed in. Oh, this one turned out really nice. It looks so soft and feathery in the back. Just look at that. That is super, super cool. And the flower really stands out. Alright everyone, so here are the 3 Petris that we made today. I am pretty happy with them. I think there's still a lot of room for improvement, but for my first Petris, I really loved how the colors turned out and the special effects that I get from the alcohol inks. However, I think I'm going to continue to make more because these are so fun to make and I just love looking at all the colors, especially up close. The camera really does not give it justice, but it looks so nice up close. You can see all these little details inside the resin. So my favorite today is this first one. I think next time I won't be putting in the gold since it seems to sink straight to the bottom. And I also think I want to experiment a little bit more with this style. I really like this soft feathery look. However, the color is a little bit too light. So maybe next time use a little bit more pigment, but I still want to try it with some of the alcohol inside the mix. So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of my first Petri pieces. Do you like them? And if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye!